Oh shit. This is oh, but it's only short collie, so that's nice. Okay. Alright, look who's back. Okay, let's see if I can remember how to do it. Okay, I gotta go into here and do this. A1881. There we go. Where do I share it? Live streams, right? Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Make sure that I'm actually broadcasting. Yep. I go share. Okay, well that's changed. Discord. Live streams, there we go. Okay, send. Alright, back to YouTube. Alright, my voice. Back to YouTube. Yeah, there we are. My voice. Buckle up, Buttercup! The ghost is back! Alright. Okay. Yeah, so there you go. Okay, got that shared. Yeah, shared. Did you guys notice my new I got a new avatar on my name. And then I did a new home page. Like cover photo. Yeah. I don't know if I even noticed that. Took me forever. Alright, so anyways, welcome everyone to A1881. I'm your host, the Ghost! Yeah, it's been a while. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's been bad weather here. I kind of got stuck away. Kind of the Grinch that missed Christmas. That was me. Oh, well. Yeah, it was bad weather here. So, okay, let me go back to my stream. Alright, yeah. So it looks like, oh, that's working. Okay, I'll post this up. I better put my glasses. I get new glasses soon, whenever they're ready. So that'll be cool. Okay, guys. Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing the commentary, but on my phone, so I figured, I better. I'm actually planning on maybe running a season with A1881 because they're gonna give me like the best car, McLaren or Red Bull or something. I just kidding. But I'm gonna get back into it. I haven't driven F1 for a long time, for months now, almost half a year, I think. I'm just making a coffee here, guys. So it looks like, yeah, I think there's 3 races left. Yeah, there's 3 races left. And, yeah, it looks like Jordan's missing this race, so that's probably going to take him out of contention for the thing. I think Jordan's probably the fastest guy out there, but he misses races, so probably why he's not going to be champion. I think it's going to be AA that's going to end up being the, he'll be the Swede that wins this one, this season, I think. Especially now that Jordan's not there. Nonetheless, what is it, Keon, PS Keon? I think it is. Yeah, I think he's going to be driving for Jordan today, I think. So he's got a bit of a task ahead of him. I'm just warming up a coffee, guys. I was thinking about maybe racing this race with them, but I didn't have a proper setup. I don't think I only had was teaching. I didn't really have time to get one put in, so. And my crew chief didn't have one for me, so. Yeah, the ghost got a crew chief. But, yeah. So I think maybe I might try to run the last 2 races with A1881 and then participate in a season with them. I know I won't be doing commentary, but I want to race, so I want to join in. But I'll do commentary from my driver's seat. And, yeah. So, realistic performance. Fast guys and slow cars, slow guys and fast cars. And I think everybody's starting to check up here, so it looks like we're going to get ready to go to qualifying. I just woke up from my afternoon nap because I'm old. I'm still able to broadcast. Mr. Donald Trump hasn't invaded Canada or kidnapped our prime minister yet for our oil. Yeah, it looks like the United States is going to be setting out to conquer countries now. I don't think the guy was that great from Venezuela, but I don't think he should be going in and capturing presidents of countries. Not exactly the best thing to do, but yeah, the world's changing, I guess. The way it goes. Hopefully he doesn't. Okay, so what do I do again? Spectator menu. Yeah, here. Entire. Enable. Yeah, I've been noticing I've been doing some streams of other racing and stuff like that. Gizmo! What are you doing? Freaking guy's doing like a sprint back and forth. In my apartment, he's running down the hallway. He's doing it in a mischievous way. Okay, so yeah. Short quality 1. So I'm wondering what's going to go on here. I guess we'll find out as the race goes on after the sprint. But I'm just wondering if maybe they're doing a short quali for this for the sprint race. And then a short quali for the what is it? Full race. So maybe there's going to be 2 quali sessions here, one for the race, one for the sprint race, one for the full race. All right, so who do we got here? We got Rionk, we got SV5, faster guy, but doesn't seem to have enough to get these Swedes off the podium. From what I remember, the Swedes are still dominating the podium there. So yeah, we got Javin Wayne, Mabu. They got me. Then we got Andrew, Yesharun. Yesher, I hope you run good. And then we got Rock and Rolly, Gordini the Houdini, Iggy, Mamcock. I dunked, as I used to call him, or probably still do. Bards, Sir Ivo, Scarpo, AA Meg, a Crunchy Pancake, and then we got the Flying Dutchman, Selecta. So, 15 drivers, but it looks like Keon's not here. I was kind of looking forward to having a PS Keon race. I haven't seen him race for a while. I think he's in like me almost, where he hasn't run any races. I haven't. I did a little practice session with Rock and Rolly there, and that was a couple of days ago, and that's the first time I've driven in 4 or 5 months, I think, on the game. And I've been playing other games, so I noticed right away how little I had to turn my wheel on Formula One, as opposed to like the games that I have been playing there. You know, I tried NASCAR for a bit, which is an okay game. I think good sound, but they don't have a couple of functions for the wheel, the haptic function, the vibration and stuff like that. So, and then the drivers are pretty bad on NASCAR, I found. Pretty brutal. No one could seem to hold a straight line in that game. So, but yeah, you know, and then going round and round kind of gets boring. The road courses are pretty cool, but there's not enough of them. So 118, 117, 8. Yeah, I'm thinking around 115s you're probably going to get into. When I was doing that, I think I got it at 117, but 117 was really slow, I think. I think that's like 115s is where you should be, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if you maybe see a 14. But, you know. So Riant with the 116.9 on a set of yellows. What else do okay? How do we do this spectator thing? There we go. Oh, 116.6 AA Mag. Yeah, you see, and they're doing it on yellow, so yeah, I definitely need to get on and start driving. And then I'll be able to maybe compete. I'm glad I went around though. Did some racing and different styles of racing and stuff like that. Get some use out of my TRX cockpit. Oh, Gordini. Looks like quite a bit of oversteer, right? I had a bunch of oversteer too, I noticed when I played. It's alright, Gordini. I spun out on that corner. I also spun out on the corner before it. Yeah, my consistency wasn't there. You know. Plus, I've been using other games, and I noticed that I was hitting wrong buttons and stuff like that, forgetting what to do, because there's, you know, there's certain things you do in Formula One that you don't do on other racing games, right? I know when I was playing GT7 there, I kept trying to. They have a DRS car. It's a GR2, which is, I guess, a GT2 type car. And it was the Audi that you can open up the rear wing, but it was on the opposite side. And then the button that I use in this game to open my DRS was my emergency brake, apparently on GT7. So I kept hitting that, so I kind of screwed up my race a bit. Until I, you know, got it in my head not to hit that button. But yeah, so no Jordan for this race. He's normally our fastest guy. He races in the PSG or PSG or PSGL league or whatever. I don't know what it is. That's the one where all those top guys drive. And we got Andrew. He's our esports guy. He drives in esports. Not sure if Riank is esports as well. He's fast enough to be esports. Oh, you know what? No, very good. Yep, still coughing, rolling. Sorry for that. But yeah, let's check out this SV5 guy. Because I imagine he might be able to bring a little bit of fight to Meg. I think Riank will too. Maybe Andrew. But Andrew's been having problems with his wheels. This guy's got bad luck with wheels, I tell you. Because it cuts in and out or something like that, loses its connection to the game or something. It turns off and on or something, I don't know. And here comes SV5 around the final corner. 112, 113, 15, 16, 8. Okay, look at that. And that was on a set of red, so makes me feel better about my my time. Yeah, I didn't know if I was ready to race, especially on this track because it's pretty tight. And now that I see that it has a sprint, I don't know if I could have went the distance. Being old and all, I start to lose my focus. These longer races go on, but I guess I'm gonna get a headset. I think I'm gonna get the. I've looked at a whole bunch, right? But I like that 3D thing, right? And Apparently they're supposed to be pretty good. And then they got a good charge time too, like 40 hours of working time, like probably less than that when you're talking and use that for everything. But the PlayStation Pulse ones, I was gonna get for a headset, and it's wireless, so I don't have to walk around with a controller and stuff like that when I do commentary. And then also when I'm driving, I can have them on and then I'll be able to talk better without having a wire going from the controller to my head. So yeah, SP5 with 116.8. Oh, that's it. It's already over. Look at this. Riak sneaks in his 16.5. So it wasn't too bad with a 117.0, right? But I have a feeling these guys are going slow for what they are. And AA Mag with a 116.0. There you go. Yeah, I think 115s is probably where ideally where you're probably gonna get the thing. AA is a bit slower car. So is Riant. Oh, he's in thing. Ooh, that bird's up into third place or second place. Andrew didn't bother to qualify, but maybe he's got a quality ban or something. But I'm not sure, right? Because if it's a quality ban for, wouldn't it be for the race? I'm not sure. Maybe his wheel disconnected. Anyways, yeah, it looks like I kind of missed everything. I was just going on and on rambling. So yeah, we got Yesher Run. I think he was running with us when I practiced there. I'm not sure. When I practiced with Rolly there, there's only a couple of us there. And then there was another guy there. Here, I think a Hamilton. He had Hamilton in his name. Yes, and no Keon. Sir Emma Wiggy. Hey, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna get a race here, and I kind of missed the whole qualifying. Maybe I'll get the next qualifying section. I don't know. I forget what to do, how to do everything. The only thing I haven't forgotten how to do is talk. So yeah, so I guess everybody's gonna get their setups punched in, and they'll do a formation lap, I guess. Yeah, they're doing a DLC, right? So the next year won't be quite accurate to what the cars really are going to be like next year, which is 50-50. And honestly, I got to tell you my opinion. I like motors, okay? I like the gas-powered motor, okay? I'm not looking forward to the electricity thing. It's going to take away from the sound of racing, you know? I think it'll still be quick, okay? The cars will still be quick and stuff like that because, you know, electricity produces a lot of torque, initial torque, right? I've seen these electric quarter-mile cars, right? And they're super fast. Electricity just it gives you torque, like so much torque. You have to be careful off the line with it. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be so excited about it. Okay, here we go. Spectator menu, interval none, position change, stops, tire, disable, enable. Well, I think that's it. So yeah, so AA Mag to lead the field. The only guy going with a set of whites. And I think 12 laps, okay, on a set of yellows. I think 12 laps is a long stint on a set of yellows at Hungarian. All right, so we got AA Mamu on the front row. We got Bards at SV5 on the second row. Rionk and Mamcock on the third row. Dunk and Rowley, teammates, on the fourth row. Javin Wayne and the Flying Dutchman on the fifth row. Gordini and Scarpo on the sixth row. Yeshurun and Iggy on the seventh row. Sir Ibo and Andrew on the eighth row, and then on the ninth row we got Crunchy Pancake. It says he's disqualified. I'm wondering if Andrew's going to be racing here. Oh yeah, you see here, I don't even see him coming up. Maybe he's sitting on the line, that's why, because he got disqualified from the thing. From the formation lap, maybe? I guess we'll have to see. Okay. So what is this, 12 laps? I think it is 12 laps for the sprint. And I think those yellow tires will be right near the end, at the end of that 12 laps. So AA Mag going with the whites. All right, here we go. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing, boys. And off the line, it looks like the kick down there getting a little sideways, losing a spot. Andrew up in the 13th or 14th. I'm not sure if that's AI or if that's really Andrew. We'll have to see. A Mega holds the lead on those lights, so that's good. That's probably going to be your toughest time. I think once a couple of laps, 3 or 4 laps go by, I think the whites might start to perform a little better maybe than the yellows. I know I started the race that I did, or set of reds, right? But it was a shorter race. But yeah, they burn off so fast. I had to pit at lap 6 because they were starting to really go. So I think the tires wear off pretty quick here. I think. SV5 up in second place. Everybody all in DRS still, all the way to about Yeshurun. Everybody in that DRS zone, which will be activated this time by. So everybody will have it if they're able to stay in that DRS. And yeah, it looks like Andrew's out. So maybe he's having problems with his wheel. I'm not sure. But that's what I would imagine. Unless he found out after he joined that he wasn't able to join. Or something, I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't look like Andrew's participating. Guy gets a new rig and has problems with his wheel. Sorry, I got a little stuck in my throat there. I wiped out on that quarter too. So all the way up to Mamu, we're in the DRS, and then we got Dunk and Rolly, teammates, duking it out back there, it looks like. But they've lost that DRS. But still the Austin Martins running together. I would say, you know, they're probably good teammates. They're pretty relatively close in pace. You might see some track violation penalties here. I know I got one. I was missing my marks all over the place, and I'm getting track limits. I think and it was a little bit shorter race. But yeah, I think they're gonna do a second quali for the race itself. So Jordan not being here and Jordan also not having somebody driving for him was, oh no, look at that, Mamu. Mamu is going to be driving for Jordan, so that might help out. That might help out Jordan. If Mamu can come up with some decent points in the sprint and quali, he still might have a chance to take the title. I think if he didn't miss races, I think he would have walked away with the title, but because he missed races, I think now that's kind of handed it over to AA Meg, another multiple champion. The Swedes seem to dominate this league, the podium anyways. SC5 hanging in there. Yeah, everybody to Mamu still hanging in there. Javin Lane with the fastest lap. Ribbo. Country Pancake. There's Yesher Run. I guess she runs from Israel. I think I seen the Israeli flag there. And hopefully, I'll get the country at war right now with everybody. Oh, looks like he's missing actually his left side end plate. Shannon Wayne. Yeah, that's a cool Red Bull. Is there a new Red Bull or something that you can get here? Maybe it's that pack or something that you can buy. Maybe Shannon Wayne bought that pack. I know the Williams and the thing, but that's a different Red Bull than a RB that I'm used to. Or Red Bull. Sorry, that is a Red Bull. Oh, look at that. So I guess with that pack, maybe is what it is. You get the that white Red Bull, probably the Honda. Yeah, it's got the old Honda. There must be a special car for that as well. There's Scarpo. Rock and Rolly. Ooh, Rock and Rolly. Looks like he must have had some problems there because he's dropped down a few spots. Like Mamcock overtook Dunk. It looks like Gordini and Selecta now up into the points. Well, actually, I think the points go further, but. So it looks like Selecta making some ground. I'm not sure where Selecta started. But yeah, I guess maybe there's a pack there. I kind of noticed when I was playing there that there was a pack for like $8 or $7. Maybe it was a livery pack or something. EA trying to make some extra cash. Whoa, 10-second penalty. Sir Edel gets a 10-second penalty for going off track. It looked like he was trying to get out of people's way, but he took a 10-second penalty for it. Mamu! Looks like Mamu is out of the hunt. Looks like there's only 4 now in the hunt here. Rionk working in the back there. We got Birds. SV5. All still up there with Meg. But I think now, at this 8-lap mark, once they cross the line, I think Meg might actually have the tire advantage at this point. I think now his tires are probably outperforming the yellow, I think. But it looks like Barge might have lost in that DRS. It looks like the two might run away at losing that DRS. Is going to put Rionk all over the back, and Rionk goes to the inside. And going to get that double dose, but I don't think he's going to get it done. I don't know if he's going to dive it inside here. I don't think so. So Barge holds on for this lap. But he's going to be trying to get up there and get that DRS back to help him defend that spot, that third spot of his. Because without that DRS, Rionk is going to be all over the back of him, I think. And he's at risk of losing that third and final podium spot to Rionk. But it looks like even SC5, I think a lot of these guys on these yellow tires are starting to feel the wear. And it looks like AA Mag is now finally able to break that DRS. And going to be able to open it up. It looks like he's opening it up now. I think those white tires are really starting to come in now. And it looks like we have Rionk moved up. He got the pass done this time. But hopefully he's going to try to open up a gap here, or next time by, Barnes is going to pull the same maneuver on Rionk. But it does look like Rionk's got a little more pace. He is opening it up, and he's almost got that full second. And he has that full second now. So watch out, SC5, because Rionk looks like he's coming for your spot next. He's in that DRS too. Yeah, Rionk's got some pace, I think. I think he's a little too far back this time by, but he will get closer. Making that final lap. The next one probably going to be forcing SC5 going to be under pressure for that final lap. It'll be interesting to see if he's going to be able to hold on to that thing. I think AA Meg's got no problem. I think he's starting to open up the ground. I think the white tire is now outperforming that yellow tire. I think that yellow tire is probably at its end, I think, now. And those guys are just trying to get to the end. Rionk, he needs to get closer, I think, if he's going to have a shot at taking that second place. I think he needs to be within 6 or 5 tenths coming into that final straightaway to give him a shot at taking that thing. It looks like SE5 has a lot of charge, right? He's running none as well, which is an option. You can do that in this game now with the way the DRS is. You know, sometimes I do that. I'll just put it in none and then use the burst because the way that recharges. But yeah, I think he's going to be able to defend this time by, unless Rionk is able to get a nice run coming out of this corner. It's so hard to pass on this track that I don't see him being able to make a pass. Because it is tough to make the pass through the corners on this track. But I'm sure Rionk's going to give it his best. Keep the pressure on. Maybe SV5 makes a mistake. But yeah, it's going to be... AA Meg running away. We'll stick with AA here for the final lap. Final few quarters. This corner, you got to be careful, you know. You just kind of hold your throttle for a bit and then gradually punch it as you come out. Kind of like this corner too. You don't want to. And AA Meg with the win, and then SV5 with Rionk, and then Bards, who just seemed to lose a lot of pace near the end there. I think the tires got to him. And then Mamcock, we got the Mamu up in 5th, and then the Flying Dutchman up in the 6th. So I think he made some good progress. Rock and Rolly all the way down to 11th. I don't know what happened to him in the race. Dunks up into 7th. Gordini and the Mamcock teammates in 8th and 9th. Javin Wayne in 12th. Yesher Run in 13, and Crunchy Pancake, Iggy, and Sir Ibo. And then Andrew, who I think is having wheel problems, maybe. So that's our sprint race. I got nobody chatting with me today. Nobody wants to chat. Fuck the ghost, they say. Excuse me. Yeah, so there you go. That's your sprint. Hey, scoring maximum points. Mamu gets up into fifth, so he gets some decent points for Jordan. And that one. And then I guess, I guess now I'll find out what's going to go on with, it looks like another short quality for the race. So I remember before you used to be able to set it up so that you could run the race off the qualifying, off the sprint order, but that changed. Oh, hang on, look at this. I think we have a special guest. We'll have to see if Andrew also. It looks like P.S. Keon. Welcome, Mr. Keon, on his return to the track. I think he's been hasn't been racing like myself on F1 for quite some time, so this will probably be a little different for him. You'll have to get into the swing. I imagine he's done a little bit of practicing ahead of time. Here we go. What are we doing? Ding, tire, disable, enable, full track, bing. Bing, bang, bing. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Selecta. He got out nice and fast, Selecta, so let's go check out Selecta. He wants me to give him some airtime. The Flying Dutchman. That's why he went out nice and early like that. Because he wants the ghost commentating his pole winning lap. Oh, looks like P.S. Keon not going to qualify because his name is out there. Hopefully he's racing though. We'll have to see. Maybe he's deciding to start in the back because he's doesn't want to get in people's way. Maybe because he's out of practice. Maybe, I don't know. And here comes the Flying Dutchman setting himself up for this hot lap. He does go to hot lap, which you don't see a lot of people doing anymore. Most people just leave it on their medium for their thing. Oh, and looks like that's over. So hopefully he put enough fuel in his car that he can give it another go. Because I think that run is done now. I think the Dutchman's gonna have to bang. Mamu's out on a set of intermediate, so I don't imagine he's gonna really put in any sort of an impressive time. Oh, this quality section's a little longer too, because it's I guess for the race, I guess. But yeah, it looks like the Dutchman's gonna have to recharge, which he's already done. Whether he's got enough fuel in the car is gonna be the question. If he's gonna be able to it looks like he messed up that first corner, which you can do, right? That's a pretty hard braking corner you got to come into. And here he goes. He's got enough fuel, so he's going to give it another go. Here we go. The Flying Dutchman. One more time. Again on hot lap, but he might switch that to medium after the first corner, maybe. looks like he got a better exit that time, better entry and exit. I think he might have babied it a little bit. Iggy and Paul. Yeah, Iggy. A 120.4 for the Igster. A lot of guys are just sitting in the pit here, smoking joints, I think. Speaking of which, I haven't even rolled one. I got 13 minutes, right? All these guys are sitting in the pit. Just wondering, I should just go and roll a joint, maybe get a fresh coffee. Well, not fresh, another nuked coffee. I went out and bought myself some Christmas gifts. Yeah, I wasn't able to celebrate with family this year because of the weather. So, yeah, I was stuck alone home with my kitten. Celebrating Christmas with him. There, I'm gonna warm up another coffee and I'm gonna roll a joint in honor of the Flying Dutchman. It's my honorary Dutchman joint for the Dutch people. Because if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. Yeah. You like that one? Yeah, the Flying Dutchman will like that saying. Hey? Yeah. I used to say that. If you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. That's funny. Okay. So yeah, I got my back turned. I'm rolling a joint. I'm not sure who I'm on anymore. Looks like I'm still on the Dutchman with a 117.7. I don't think that's going to hold up. You'll have to go out again. I'm just going by what I set, and that was a 117.0. And that was far off the pace, I think. I think you'll see guys in the 115s this round. I think. Let's see. Alright. Coffee's beeping. Getting my weed into my Bud Buster. Yeah. There we go. And yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to run next season in AA, and then I'm going to take the Drivers' Championship away from AA and Jordan. Yeah. Wishful thinking, right? That'd be nice if I pull that off, but I think that's shooting for the stars there. I'll be happy with a top 5, I think, if I race a season with these guys. I've never raced a season with them. I've raced races with them. Because I didn't want them to think I was, a commentator that, didn't have a clue about racing, so, But I want to get back into F1. I want to start driving again, so, this is one league I've always kept on. I was thinking maybe I might join Quincy's league there, the Silly Season Racing League. He's got a pretty good lead there. Maybe I might join that league, maybe. Allowed to. Yeah, right, there we go. I'm almost done here, guys. Let's roll on my joint. But yeah, I get some new glasses, probably, I would think, maybe this week coming. I gotta go to the doctor's for my congestion and all the stuff that's going on inside my head here. I'm not sure that spray is working for me. As you can tell, I'm still stuffed up and still congested. I was playing with my rig for Formula One. I was having a hard time getting the proper angle on my base because Logitech makes a base with a 20-degree angle upwards, right? I don't know why they didn't make it on the actual desk mount, right? That angle, but they put it under the base. And for the longest time, I wasn't able to get the proper angle, and then I was looking at my rig, and I noticed my universal wheel mount plate. If I reversed it, I was able to get more angle out of it, and the holes lined up perfectly. That's the one thing about this rig, is there's so many ways you can adjust it. And then I finally got my angle, so I'm really happy with the sitting in my F1 seating position now, because now the wheel sits perfectly for me on the right angle. I would say it's about 2 or 3 degree angle now, facing upwards, right? And now I can actually go face it downwards if I really wanted to, but I actually like it right where it is. But yeah, I'm glad I discovered that, because that made it way more easier. Okay. I had to double lick my joint here. Keep glue on the papers. Selected a little more what I'm talking about. I use a rolling machine for rolling my joints. If I don't, I'd come out pregnant. Alright. I think I'm gonna do black coffee. Alright. Alright guys, and then just here my kitchen facing the other way. I can't see the race. Okay. Alright. Oh, look at this. Now he's got a pink one. What the fuck? Yeah, there must be that thing that they put out, that pack that you bought. I guess this is what you're seeing is new liveries. I think. Because he's got a pink RB now. So, but I guess you got to buy that pack. I noticed there's a pack. I guess maybe somebody will message me and let me know if that's the case, because there's definitely some different liveries I'm seeing here. Like I know about the Williams and the right, which I think this is right here. Actually, the Williams right here is passing. That's the Williams livery. And then you got the McLaren livery, the one that goes silver or whatever. But I guess this they've got a pack that you buy, and it looks like you got a pink RB now. And it looks like there was a white Red Bull for Javin Wayne. Okay, got my joint going here. Coffee. Mamu, 160, he's going into the pits. Hey, everybody's in the garage. Now, Andrew, where's Andrew? I think Andrew left. No, he's there. He's still in the pit. But I don't know if he's going to be, he might have left the game, so it might be an AI for Andrew. PS Keon, we'll have to see if he's going to be racing. I think he's going to be racing. Can't see him joining and then not racing. I think he's just going to start in the back, though, just to kind of stay out of everybody's way because he hasn't raced for a while, maybe. That might be his, There's Javin Wayne in that white Red Bull. So if you want some liveries, I guess buy that pack, I guess. I think that's what it is. I don't know, I just quickly noticed that they had like a little add-on pack that you could buy. Looks like they've got some funky liveries for some of the cars. Javin Wayne on an outlap there. He's backing out there, which is probably a good idea. Oh, he's got the number 3 on there. Look at that. Oh, that's right, too. You can pick that number now, too. Because that used to be Ricardo's. Now it's open. It looks like everybody's heading out in their outlaps. Doesn't look like Andrew's coming out of the pit, so I'm thinking he's not playing. Let's go to SV5 here. He started his thing. Let's see if we can take that pole away. He's just down. Pretty much relatively equal with his last first sector time. He's going to have to try to find a tenth or two if he's going to have a chance of taking that pole away from AA Meg. Bards goes on the pole with a 1:16.1. Just barely. I'll have to see where SV5 comes out here. I'm going to jump over to AA Meg and see how he's making out on his next lap. I imagine he's going to improve on that. A 1:16.0. So SV5. Now let's go to AA Meg. Coming around the final corner. Is he going to take that pole back? 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 8. The Swede holds on, and then Rionk right behind him with a 115, 9. Maybe Rionk's going to bring the fight to AA in the race here, which would be nice. But I think that's it. Bard's, is Bard still on a quali lap? I don't think so. I think he's done. I think that's the quali order right there. So you got AA Mag Rionk on the front row. SC5 and Bard on the second. Japin, Wayne, and Gordini on the third. Scarpo and Mamu back a bit. On the fourth row. Then we got the Flying Dutchman and Dunce on the fifth row. Rolly, Rockin' Rolly and Yeshuran on the sixth row. Iggy Crunchy Pancake on the seventh row. Then we got Sir Ivo and Mamcock on the eighth row. And on the ninth row, we've got Andrew and PS Keon, which I'm kind of wondering what's going on with those, if they're going to be AIs or if they're going to be racing. I think Keon will race, but I think maybe Andrew has left. I think maybe he might have had problems with his wheel disconnecting, I guess. So there you go. Yeah, that's your running order for the next race. Yeah, right. So we'll have to see if Rionk. I always say Rionk, but I have a feeling that's not how you pronounce it. But yeah, we'll have to see if Rionk can take the fight to AA Meg. They're making whatever changes they do. Front wing, what else you got? Tire pressures you can change. I think you can change your on and off throttle, I think, too, if you want. I don't see them changing that. Maybe the off throttle, but not the on throttle. I don't see it changing that. You can change that on the go anyways, but the off throttle, I think you might change from qualifying to race. Raise it a little bit. And I think you're allowed to actually change that from quality to race, the off throttle. Running a low off throttle kind of helps the car turn in, right? But sometimes if you go too low, it has a tendency to want to break away the rear end too much, right? So you gotta be careful how you set it. But if you set it right, it'll help you turn the corners better. He's going into the corner. All right, here we go. Everybody's got their changes made for race trim. And there we go. AA Meg leading everybody. Spectator menu. Here we go. Interval position change. Stops tire. AA Meg again with the yellows. I mean the whites. I prefer starting on like, this isn't the sprint, so you're gonna have to make another pit. I would prefer to start on yellows because you get the undercut, and then if there's a, say like a an earlier safety car, you can go on to the whites and maybe make it to the end. You know what I mean? That's my reasoning. Let's see there. PS Keon and the Red Bull. Just a standard Red Bull. No fancy dancy paint job. Andrew, I have a feeling that he's an AI. I have a feeling. But you never know. Especially since he's starting on reds, I have a feeling he's an AI. I guess I can hide that. Alright, so yeah, we got A, Meg, Javin, Wayne, Yesher Run, Iggy, Cerebo, Mamcock, all starting on whites, all the rest on yellows, except for Andrew, who I think is an AI. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure. All right. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go racing, boys. And is AA able to get that good start? I think Rionk might have gotten a better start there. Oh, we're going 3 wide into the thing. And SV5 late breaks it there. Oh, no, SV5. No, you can't do that. You had to have that red arrow. Yeah, it looks like SV5 just pushed, Rionk was right beside him right now. SV5 had the better run coming out of the corner, but it looked like SV5 just didn't want to give Rionk the room, and looks like Rionk's out. And from what I saw, that's SV5's fault, because the whole time Rionk was beside him. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know why he came over and didn't leave him the space. I would imagine he had a red arrow there letting him know that he was there. You know what I mean? Yeah, he should have left the outside to Rionk, but it looks like he yeah. Yeah, it looks like Rionk is going to be out now. So now it's a safety car. But yeah, I'm going to put the onus on SV5. You're the bad boy, bad boy. I think Rionk's going to be upset with you. Oh, and PS Keon also retired. So he got in 1 lap and he's done. 1 and done. Yeah, it's too bad. I feel bad for Rionk there. Rionk held his line. I don't think Rionk did anything wrong there. He, you know, like, I don't think there was any need for SV5 to do that even. I think SV5 would have came through that second corner in the lead. Probably, okay, without having to push Rionk off the track, and yeah. Maybe he didn't notice the red arrow on his screen. I'm not sure. But yeah, Riank was beside him the whole way down. Beside him into the corner and all the way down the straight. So I would imagine that SC5 must have known that he was there. But he, yeah, didn't leave him enough room and clipped the front wind, pushed him off into the grass, and now Riank is out. I imagine we'll be getting a report on that. And going by what I saw, and by the rules of this league, okay? But even in real F1, that would fall under the rules there. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess SC5 just didn't realize he had a red arrow. And that Riank was still right beside him. You know, not right beside him, but had it still the front end, front two tires in there. Because the SC5 got the better run coming out of the first corner. But yeah, I seen him start to come over, and he kept coming over and coming over, and so I kind of saw that coming. He didn't leave him the space, and I don't think Riank had anything he could do unless he just maybe backed out way earlier and when he saw him come over. But he was kind of beside him when he comes over, so there's not much he can do unless he's just kind of really back out. But I think Riank was hoping that SV5 would leave the room. It looks like I think they're going to go back to racing. SV5's going to slow down the field, and it looks like they're going to go back to racing. Which is going to help out the guys on those yellow tires extend their run by a little bit. And then we got Bards and AA back in third place, starting on those whites. So he's probably going to be a little slower off the beginning there. And it looks like SV5 is didn't look too patient on the start there. So yeah, so that's too bad. I just feel bad for Riank. I'm sure SV5 will probably be apologizing, I would imagine, after. It like, that definitely looked like a open shut case where SV5 just didn't, just came over and pushed him off the track until Riank couldn't hold on to it anymore because he's on the grass and DNF. It is what it is. You can't do much about it. It's always shitty when it does happen, especially a nice guy like Riank. And I do believe Riank would have had a good chance of winning this race as well. But, yeah, unfortunate. But like I said, you know, mistakes happen in the heat of the moment. And I'm sure SV5 is probably not feeling too good about the incident. And probably feels a little guilty. Or he will once he realizes what he did. When he sees the replay. But yeah. But that's racing, that's how it goes sometimes. So, ooh, it looks like, oh, no. SV5 is trying to push, I think, as hard as he can. Goes to none. You're gonna see a lot of people running none, especially on I mean, you can get away with running none if you like pressing the power to pass button a lot. You know what I mean? Put it on none and then use power to pass to get you up to the speed, right? Depends on your situation, you know what I mean, I think. But him being in the front, he's probably wanting to run none so that he saves up as much as he possibly can as well for the straight, right? And then you use little bursts of your thing to make up for the difference in your earth mode. Yeah, it's too bad. I don't think SV5, you know what I mean, going by his pace, you know. Yeah, oh well. Looks like Bard's struggling to hang in there. But I think this is where A1881 tires might start kicking in, and he might start gotta be careful there. I think he was okay. That's a spot where you're gonna see a lot of people get track violations, maybe here too, if you don't hit it right. Yeah, there's quite a few spots where you can get them, right? Because you're coming up the hill and you have to cut that corner and you really don't see it, so you kind of gotta guess every time, right? And then also on the exit, you also gotta worry that you don't go too wide. See, that's why you're cutting the corner to start with, so you're gonna get some track violation. I'm pretty sure you'll probably see some track violation by the end of this race. But Bard's just hanging in there. He's not like in that DRS, but I think A1881 is going to be starting to push Bard's to go faster. But Bard's isn't letting SV5 run away with it or anything. He's hanging in there, and I'm having a feeling once those white tires start to kick in for A1881, he's probably going to catch up to SV5, but SV5 will get that undercut. But we'll have to see how it works out. I prefer starting with the faster tire off the beginning because I'm always worried about those early safety cars. You know, so that, you know, I can go into the pit and put on a set of whites and maybe go to the end without having to make another pit stop. All right. Ooh, Bard's lost a lot there. I think A1881's gonna have to get by Bard's here if he's gonna doesn't want to let SV5 open up too big of a gap. Whoa, Turbo goes around as we get in there. Yeah, it looks like Bard's is losing pace. And, yeah, I think AA Meg's going to need to make short work of Barge here and make the pass so that he can maybe run down SC5. Looks like Barge made back a little bit of ground. But AA Meg not being able to make the pass, but I think now the tires are going to start kicking in. What do we got, 35? So you're probably going to run those yellow tires, I think 14, 15 laps before you want to go on to a set of whites. And I would think now AA Meg's tires would be outperforming those yellows. Right now, they did have the benefit of the safety car, which saved the yellows for a little bit, gave them an extra couple of laps of life. But I think AA's tires are definitely, he's going to have to set them up this time. He's got to be within half a second behind to get the pass done, I think. You can see AA Meg is definitely, I think, thinking this way because he's got 100% battery, and I bet you he's going to use it all coming down this straight. He's getting it done this time. Enough is enough. Get out of the way, here comes the Swede. He gets the job done, times that perfectly. But yeah, he needed to get that job done. A little bit of a wiggle. I think he got on that power there with the ERS. And got a little bit of a wiggle. But yeah, I think he'll start to run down SV5. I think we got a safety car because it looks like he's just slowed down all of a sudden. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the safety car that all the yellow guys on yellow tires is perfect because now they get to switch to the white tire. Right? Because now they're all going to get to switch to the white tire, and AA Meg pretty much has to come into the pit now. And that's going to screw up the whole tire strategy for AA Meg, and that's now going to put the advantage to the guys who started on yellows. But who knows, maybe AA Meg can make them yellow tires last. That's going to be a long stint, 20 some odd laps, 22, 23 laps on a set of yellows. I don't know, that's definitely going to be tense near the end. But maybe he can stretch out and pull a lead. Stretch out a lead. Oh, look at that. So right away, what I'm noticing is the AA Meg, when he picked his tire strategy, he picked a hard tire strategy. So he's got an extra set of white tires, which I think he had to take anyways. Well, he could have went with, say, like maybe a yellow-red, right? But he's pretty much gone with the whites, which forces him to 100% that he's got to make another pit stop because you have to run two different sets of tires. So, yeah. But you know what? There's been two safety cars, so maybe it works out. for AA Megan. He gets another safety car now that, you know, and it looks like it's Iggy out this time in the Haas. Iggy. But yeah, we're all bunched up. One guy's got a penalty. Let's see here. Where do I see that penalty? Scarpo. Scarpo has a penalty for track violation. Yeah, Dunce and Rolly rocking it together. Selecta. I think Selecta must have started on the white tires. He must have had some problems there because he's back in 12th. But maybe he, because of the double stack, maybe he lost some spots. Maybe I didn't notice how close he was behind at the time. So he's gonna have to do some fighting back, but. Two safety cars already, one for the SV5 and Rionk incident. And I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, Scarpo's out too. So maybe Scarpo and Iggy got mixed up together because they're both DNFs. So the more cars that you actually see DNF, the less likely it is that we're going to get a pit stop probably. I mean, another safety car because there's less cars out there screwing up. So yeah, 5 guys gone already. By lap 13, AA still with a mandatory pit stop. He's on fresh tires, but he's still on a set of whites. So he'll have to make another pit stop. And gonna go around another time, which is perfect for the guys that want to stretch their tires to the end. AA and not in that position though, so he definitely will be hoping for a safety car so that he can get back on the same strategy as everybody else. But like, I don't know how many times a safety car. Maybe he could have went with this set of yellows and made it to the end. But I don't think so. I think this is perfect for the guys that switch from yellow to white. That we're getting so many laps under safety car because that's gonna put those white tires in a much better window. I think all the guys that started on the yellows and went to whites are going to be in perfect shape right now. You see, I'm noticing Sir Ibo's still on 13 lap old whites, but I have a feeling Sir Ibo's going to wait and pit on the final lap and get onto a set of mediums and trying to make them last. But I think that's going to be a long run on a set of mediums, 20 some odd laps. And here we go. Let's go to the front. Let's see what happens here. SD5 going to be slowing everybody down, trying to get that jump. AA Mag, I you know, would need to like pull almost a second a lap to be able to pull a over a second a lap, I think, and able to pull a pit stop off, which he's going to have to do. But at the same time, SV5 had that incident at the beginning of the race there with Riank, which I'm pretty sure that's going to go against SV5, okay, in my opinion. So I think SV5 is also going to be taking a penalty with the stewards after the race. So maybe A Meg's not that bad. Barge is maybe looking really good to actually pick up the race win, but depending on how much separation we get. But I'm pretty sure SV5 is going to probably be having a penalty coming his way after this race. AA Meg hanging right in there, keeping the pressure on. Barge still hanging in. Look at that, Javin Wayne up there in that Red Bull. Is he riding that pink Red Bull? Or the white one? Yeah, there, he's got the white one, yeah. That's the RB of Mamu, I think, that's pink. Mamu looks pretty good in the, he's up in 5th again. I think that's where he finished the last race. So he's got some decent points. And maybe with AA Meg having to make that other pit stop, that might help Mamu out. And maybe Mamu can minimize the point loss for Jordan, because as Mamu would be running for Jordan right now. But A Meg, I tell you, right now is having the thing, and he's just taking over first spot, I'm noticing. So we'll have to go check that out. And there, that's how you do it. So yeah, I think A Meg right now needs a safety car. I think he's gonna need a safety car, or somehow he pulls off a huge gap and is able to make a pit stop onto another set of tires, because he has to get on a different set of tires if he has any hope of winning this race, I think. Crunchy Pancake with a 3-second penalty. Not enough maple syrup on those tires. Hey, Meg there, he's pushing, I think. Be interesting to see if he'll be able to break that DRS and stretch open a lead, but like I said, I just don't see him being able to spread out that big of a lead that he's going to be able to pull off a pit stop. You know what I mean? I think he's going to need a safety car. To be able to get everybody back on the pit stop. And like, you know, around lap 25 or something is where he'd probably want to see that safety car come out, right? Because again, the guys that are on the whites would be pretty much forced to have to pit as well. Selecta with a 3-second penalty. The Dutchman pushing hard to get back up there. Looks like he had some bad luck. Bards, yeah, the top four are still all running in the, looks like Mamu must have made a pit stop. An earlier pit stop because, yeah, he's 11 laps. I think Mamu might be struggling here. Just noticing him dropping down. Gavin Wayne, look at that. He's coming up here and putting the pressure on. Maybe Gavin Wayne's going to be our surprise champ here. Gordini's got a whole pack of cars in behind him. He's definitely feeling the pressure. Mamu's lost some pace though. Hey, them tires are getting a little older. Dunk and Rolly running together. Rock and Rolly. Yeah, the Dutchman coming in there looking to... I think they're all going to be in that DRS, which is going to make it hard to make a pass. Got that DRS train there going on. It looks like Gordini got a good enough run on the final turn there to hold off Gordini. I mean, to hold off Mamu. Oh, the Dutchman's got some damage. And anytime you see damage on this track, that's definitely going to slow you down. I don't see Selecta being able to hold off Mamcock or Rolly for too long with that wing damage. This is a track where downforce is key. As you can see, he goes wide on that one and gets out of the way, I think, there too at the same time. But I think, yeah, damage on this track is not what you want to see. And I think Mamcock, and there you go. I think the Dutchman's making a pit right now. Maybe he gets lucky and gets that safety car. Hard on the brakes going in. And I think he'll be fine to go with a set of yellows, but it looks like he might be putting on a set of whites. But he's got himself a fresh wing on there, and maybe if a safety car does come out, he gets maybe an early safety car comes out here, he can miss pitting and maybe gain a couple of spots back and get back into the fight. But yeah, unfortunate. But I think he had no choice but to make that pit stop. Hungary is a place where you want that front wing intact. Hey, Meg still got SV5. It looks like Jab and Wayne now coming in. Jab and Wayne coming to the rescue. The Red Bull. Jab and Wayne using that car to his advantage. Remember, this is realistic performance, so he's got a little bit of a performance edge on, I wouldn't say SV5, because SV5 is in a Mercedes. So I think he's pretty equal with SV5, but AA Meg being in the RB is probably at a bit of a disadvantage to the two cars behind them, performance-wise. AA is good enough that he can make that slower car hold out. Gavin Wayne doing a little swerve, maybe distract SV5 into making a mistake into turn one, and maybe it looks like Gavin Wayne is getting a little excited there. I think he's thinking he's got a shot at winning this. I think he does actually have a shot at winning this. When I look at the fact that AA Meg still has to make a pit stop for a different set of tires, and the fact that SV5 is probably looking at a penalty after this race for the first lap incident, I'm thinking Gavin Wayne is looking pretty good to pick up a win. Right, I won't be able to call him the winner off the thing, but I'm pretty sure that SV5 is going to get a penalty. And I'm not sure Gavin Wayne even realizes that, because it's not something you see on the on your race screen telling you, you know, for track violation, because this is going to be a penalty, and I'm pretty sure he'll get one. And then Gavin Wayne will find himself with a win. If all goes good for him. Maybe Gavin Wayne's listening in on my commentary, because he's hanging back and he realizes that, well, maybe SV5 might get a penalty. I say might, but I'm pretty sure he will. Which, like I said, is going to put Gavin Wayne, and Barnes looks to be losing pace. Maybe his setup fades a little quicker than the guys in front of him. SV5 really got to make sure he stays in that DRS to hold off Gavin Wayne, who seems to have some good pace. I think they're fairly equal when it comes to cars. Like I said, but Gavin Wayne probably wouldn't be aware of the fact that maybe SV5 is going to get a penalty after the race. So he's probably going to race him pretty hard here. I think if he knew about that, he'd probably sit back a little bit, right? Because he's in a perfect position, right? I don't think he realizes the position that he's in right now with the SV5 incident, which I'm pretty sure will get reported, and SV5 will end up taking a penalty for that. And then with AA having to make that pit stop to get on a different set of tires to meet regulations for the race, because AA is still on his set of whites, which he started with the race. You have to use two different sets, whether it be like a white and red or a white and yellow. But yeah, that's going to put AA way back. Probably back with Mamu type area. I think AA is probably just hoping for a safety car. But like I said, with the lesser cars, you're less likely to see that safety car. So I think, you know, if I look at the incident that happened on the first lap with SV5 and AA having to make a pit stop, I'm thinking Javin Wayne is going to pick up a win. That'd be nice to see Javin Wayne up there. Gonna have to be careful of that. That looks like he might have went over there and picked himself up a warning. I think Javin Wayne would really like to see SV5 lose that DRS of AA Meg. Because I think Javin Wayne might have a chance of taking down SV5. Mamcock with the fastest lap on a fresh set of yellows. Yeah, I'm thinking Javin Wayne is in the best position right now. Even if he doesn't beat SV5 across the line at the end of the race, I think he still has a chance to get the victory after the stewards look at incidents. Because I'm pretty sure that one will get reported. That was a shame, I feel for Ronk. Ronk looked like he had a good car, and it looked like he had a good chance to win that race. But, oh well. I closed my window. It's getting a little cold. Pretty frosty here in Canada. Yeah. There we go. Where is it, Gizmo? Are you ready? Yeah. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Cold here. I gotta go put on a shirt, guys. It's getting all cold. Oh, it looks like AA Meg has made his pit stop. I think he, where is he gonna come out? Looks like he might come out ahead of Rolly. I don't know what happened to Rolly there. Something happened to Rolly because, yeah, I would have thought. So AA Meg is ahead of Mamu. So not too bad. Good for Mamu and Jordan though, because that's going to minimize the points. But I think AA will get another spot. I think he'll end up getting a spot or two here. He might actually get, what is it? Let's see here. Yeah, he might get the fourth. Javin Wayne going into the pit. Javin Wayne pitting. Maybe he wasn't happy with how those white tires were performing, but I don't know. I'm not sure that was the right move to make. It might work out for them. Who knows? But like Javin Wayne, if he would have stayed out with the thing, I think he had a shot at winning the race. And I think he just gave it up. Honestly, I think that's right. Now, depending on the penalty that SV5 might get, Bards might end up winning this race. Which would be nice for Bards. But like I said, I don't think anybody realizes that yet. That'll be something that happens in the actual server where they report things. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna probably end up being reported, and that might but you know what, AA being on those fresh tires too might get into that window where AA ends up winning this race as well. Yeah, he might end up winning this race because after SV5 takes that maybe a penalty for the incident on lap 1 there, that's gonna put AA. All right, because I would imagine, you know, you're looking at probably minimum 5 seconds. I would say minimum. Yeah, 5 to 10 second penalty. Right, so I think AA now all of a sudden might end up winning the race after the stewards have at all the penalties and whatnot. If he can gain a bunch of seconds here, he's going to gain a lot of time, right? But like I said, but I think SV5 is looking anywhere from a 5 to 10 second penalty if that gets reported. I think. Right, we'll have to see. Maybe the stewards see it differently. But Meg is definitely coming quick. It looks like he's gaining a lot of ground, but like I said, there's only, 3.5 laps left. Barge, we got a caution in sector 3 here. I don't think it's a safety car though. Oh, it's not a safety car. You can see AA Meg is already within 2 seconds of Bards. AA Meg is coming. And Javin Wayne, he might. Yeah, I'm not sure with Javin Wayne if I would have made that pit stop. But maybe he had to. Maybe he also started on a set of whites as well. So I can't say that he made the wrong decision, because he might have started on a set of whites as well. He needed to make the pit stop to get 2 different sets on. But I think if AA gets by Bards and gets within 5 seconds of SV5, I think it's definitely going to put SV5 at risk of losing the win. Yeah, I think AA is going to make the pass on Bard's this time by. I think Bard's tires are probably pretty much done at this point. I don't think there's anything Bard's is going to be able to do to thing it. He doesn't even attempt to make a block. Yeah, I think he realized the situation he was in. I think now he's just more worried about Javin Wayne. But I think Javin Wayne's just a little too far back to be able to get that final podium spot. Yep. Yeah, I think SV5 is gonna on track. Gonna end up picking up. You never know, because here comes AA. AA might end up outright winning it without having to wait till the stewards make a decision on that incident. Because AA is coming fast. He shaved off an awful lot of time on that one lap. I don't think he's going to be able to do it because there's only one lap left to go. I think SV5 will be able to hold on. He's going to win, but I think, like, honestly, I think SV5 will probably not get the win credited after reports go through. But who knows? You know what? Maybe Javin Wayne is pretty relaxed and decide that he's not going to report him. So, look at that. Hey. It's 6/10. Maybe he makes a final lunge on that final corner. I think that kick might have so SV5 across the line with hey Meg only 2/10 behind. Bard's in third, Javin Wayne in fourth. Gordini looks like he's going to be coming in fifth. With Dunk right behind him. And then it looks like Rock and Rolly making his way around the final few turns. Clean run too, no penalties, as usual. And he takes 7th place. And then we got the Flying Dutchman in 8th place. And then in the pink car, Mamu gets some decent points for Jordan. But I think AA is going to get credited the win for this race after reports. We'll have to see what happens in the server. Mamcock in 10th place. And then we've got a Crunchy Pancake in 11th. Yesher Run in his first race, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. It might be his second race. I haven't done commentary for a while. Gets 12th place. A lot of DNFs this race. So there you go. At the end of the race, we have SV5 winning the race. But we'll have to wait to see what happens in the steward's report room if there's a report filed. And then AA Mega makes that pit stop, makes up a huge amount of time on them fresh tires, and still comes away with second, but I think he'll end up getting the win. And then Bard's in third place. Oh, I mean the Flying Dutchman's not driver of the day is the Flying Dutchman. I guess he's not on my EA friends list. All right, there we go. Continue. All right, guys, great race. So we got SC5, AA Meg and Bars on the podium. Javelin in fourth, Gordini fifth, Dunk sixth, Selecta seventh, the Flying Dutchman. Oh, okay, yeah, that's after the points, including the sprint. That's what it is. Okay. All right, now I understand it. Anyways, guys, it was a great race. Congratulations to the podium guys. And I'm the ghost, and I'm out. Enjoy the stream, guys. And yeah, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.